Hi everybody. So I've got a Chevy S10 2003 4.3 liter 6-cylinder. I'm no mechanic, but I do like to have fun with a video camera sometimes and learn how to work on my own vehicles. So today I'm going to do my first alternator and serpentine belt change. And I bought this about 7 years ago with 66,000 miles on it. I just hit 100,000 miles. For the past 2 weeks, I have been doing a lot of mechanicking. Oil change, filter change, spark plugs, plug wires. I've still got my rotor and distributor cap inside, waiting to install. But as soon as I did my spark plugs and got back on the road, my engine light turned off, thankfully, from replacing those. I was forced to test out my alternator, and it's bad. So, and as you can see, my serpentine belt is a little shiny. To my understanding, that's due for replacement. So we're going to do my alternator and my serpentine belt today. Oh, and by the way, I also recently did, just last week, I replaced my radiator. That went very well, and I'm keeping the old one. I've got it packed away. I should have had it out of the box to show you, but I did a repair on it. Anyhow, I used epoxy to seal up the old crack on the radiator. I'll keep it on hand as an emergency. So that's that. I'm going to put this little guy on my head and start tackling this. Wish me luck. Okay guys, I've hit my stopwatch. I'm going to time myself because I like to see how long it takes me to do something and my improvements down the road. So this is my lineup. This is what I believe I will need. The new alternator, the new belt, some gloves for comfort and protection, a mallet, 8mm for the battery, negative terminal, 15 and 13mm sockets, a little adapter there, flathead, a ratchet, make sure it's broken. I like to have this on hand. These aren't necessities, I don't think, these three, but this is one of my favorite little tools. Comes in handy. And I like these two. These get me out of a lot of binds. These long needle nose, curved and straight. So that's that. Let's get underway. What do I need to do first? I believe the first thing to do is that 8mm negative terminal. Let's see, let's go with the box end. Disconnected, we're safe. Alright, so you've got your 3/8 ratchet. You just use the 3/8, I believe, to loosen the tensioner pulley, which I think is going to be down there. So where's my access point? Is that it? Is that where it goes? Can you all see that? Is that where it goes? Yep, looks like it. Let's feel which way it goes to loosen it. Looks like that's perfect. The 3/8 ratchet does in fact work. Do I want my gloves on yet? Okay. Slowly release the tension pulley. Oh, that loosens up a lot. In order to get this around. Nice. Side note, once upon a time when I was a helper on an air conditioning central AC and heating team, I learned from one of the senior techs a trick on the road when you're stranded with a broken belt, we had panduit straps, the long zip tie straps used for AC ductwork. Put a couple of them bad boys together if you happen to have them, or keep them on hand. Keep 3 of them in the toolbox of your vehicle, and they work quite well in a pinch to replace a belt if you're stranded on the highway or road. So that came off nice. Let's see, got some stuff in the way here. To my knowledge, we got to get back there, so I need to get some. I've got some of this stuff on hand. I'll replace that while I'm at it today. Yeah, we don't need that to keep falling apart. It's old. Just get that stuff out of there. I'll replace that. One, two, okay. Oh yeah, another thing. I always like to have one of these guys on hand. You never know. It's always good to have. So what are these? Is this 15 millimeter or 13 millimeter? Let me put these bad boys on. I just got home from work. Everything's pretty hot still. Oh, my adapter. And remember, you gotta have a broken ratchet. If it ratchets, it's no good. You need a broken one. So where you have to take it off every time to turn it, just like a wrench. So with that said, you might as well have a wrench for this purpose. So yeah, this video hopefully will be useful to not so good mechanics, somebody that might be able to learn something from a newbie, from an amateur such as myself, because I learn as I go. I don't know all the tricks and techniques to mechanicking. I know a few, but not too many. So it feels like a long bolt. Okay, it is relatively long. Bottom right. Because I'm a forgetful fellow, I'm going to label this front right. Front right. I'm the type of person that tends to make a mistake by reinstalling bolts wrong or something. Okay, so that was one. I guess the other two are on the back side? Sure are. Bummer. So that's all kind of jammed up. I don't feel like taking all that apart. Maybe a wrench. So if I'm working with a 13 millimeter ratchet, maybe my dog bone. No? You gonna be nice to me? No? No, you're not? No? Okay. See, I could have gone and gotten a wrench, but I had that dog bone right there. And usually when you have room to manipulate this tool, it works good in that manner. But with that said, I'm gonna go find it. So I was 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter. Half inch, 14 millimeter. I have a neighbor walking by. He's been letting his dog poop in my yard. Oh, but that's not my neighbor. No, but side note, I've had a neighbor, an annoying old man. He walks down to my yard just to let his dog crap, and then he doesn't pick it up, and he turns right around and scurries along. He walks down to my yard just for that purpose, and it's beyond me. I'll be in the yard and he does it. Let me find a better tool. See you in a minute. I think it's loose. It's the bolt. It's supposed to come out of this little flange. Yes. Okay, back left. Back left. What does that do? Is that just a bracket of some sort? That's just a bracket. How's it fixed in there? Okay, so that's like that. I went ahead and moved this out of the way. This was there like that. Gave me a little bit more finger room. Things are brittle on this, so we'll see. Where's the other one? That hose comes out a little bit. Wow, there should be 3 of these bolts to remove. Oh, yeah, right there. That 13 millimeter as well? Yeah. Okay, so let's go for it. 13 millimeter here as well. It gets finger loose pretty quick. It's all connected to it. That hose, okay. About to go put some tunes on. Getting a little quiet out here. Okay, let's look at that. Let's see how that is. Little bracket there. Alright, bottom left. Bottom left. Let's see if this is loose like it's supposed to be. And there's like a couple connectors back there. Whew, that's hot. Maybe this is where the flathead comes in handy. So maybe I can pry it. There. Yep. Looks like it. Yank on this. Is that hot? No. Yank on that a little bit. Be careful what you lean on here when doing something like this. It's about to break loose. Ding! Where's the dinging? Ah. It's the pulley. I like that sound. Let's see, what do we got back here? Disconnect. So yeah, that's correct. A little tab there. Be careful. Old and brittle. Please don't break. All right. I need some new gloves. I bought these when I took on the task of removing the transmission from my old 92 Dodge Ram over there, my van. B250. Love that guy. Gal, whatever. But yeah, I removed the transmission just to replace a $3 expansion plug, aka freeze plug. I had to drop the whole tranny to replace one little freeze plug. Okay. Ah, okay. It doesn't pop off like a spark plug. Boo. It's a... Now, what is... Is that 13mm too? Sure is. Let's get you in a better position, shall we? Who that is? Remember, gotta have that broken ratchet. I'm impatient. I knew it was broken, and I contemplated going to the store to get a new one, but I wanted to get right to it. So, silly me, I'll go buy the new ratchet after this, rather than before it. Do I need to keep this nut? I will, just in case. So there's a little washer, a little lock washer there. Let's keep that bad boy there. So there you go. Let's cover that for the meantime. And this should come out. Hot, hot. Like a little baby. Let's compare. This is a Duralast. Remanufactured, of course, like I guess almost all of them. From the Chevy dealer. I was curious about their price. $400 for a new one from them. The auto store. After the core fee, I'll ultimately be paying $160 for this one. I like that sticker though, the Power Master. I've always liked that. Looks nice. And this one doesn't have any cool sticker like that. You know, it's all about the stickers. That's what makes a good part, is having a nice sticker. It's crazy they remanufacture these. Let's put some weight on there. Interesting. So there's a difference on this old one. Not that I ever will plan on fooling with this, but that looks to be just a standard, that's an Allen. This is a Torx. Allen Torx. Alright, let's go back in. So this came with a new nut. I'll use it. It has that little washer attached to it. Versus a separate lock washer. I wonder if this is sufficient in place of the lock washer, or if I should use both. Now, I usually like to clean up something when I'm under here, but man, do I feel like doing it? I don't know if I feel like cleaning. When I removed my radiator last week, I detailed all up in that area and gave all the surface areas a pretty decent once over. But do I feel like degreasing any of that? Nah. It's nice and dry. I'll keep it that way. Thanks for helping me decide that, guys. Okay. That was about there. Look at this again. Lined up differently, so there are some differences here. My eyes are deceiving me. What do I do? Whoa. Is this not an exact fit? What's going on here? This is different. How is it different? What am I doing wrong here? What's going on? That wasn't even used. I'm confused. Not threaded at all, so that's not for anything. Bro, this isn't an exact fit. I'm super confused. Oh, you're kidding me, right? This doesn't fit, y'all. Hello? Hello?
Can I play a game?
You want to play a game?
Yeah.
What game do you want to play?
I ate my pizza and my snacks and my toy cleaned up and my pizza.
Yeah?
He ate his pizza and he cleaned and played with my toys. And played with his toys.
Nice.
Played with them.
You're having a busy day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Is that it? I have fun playing with you. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Call you later. Oh, yeah, call you later.
Okay, sounds good to me.
He took my phone. He's like, I need to call somebody.
Daddy's working on the Oh, okay, bye-bye. Oh my gosh, what do I do? You're kidding me, right? Like, do I seriously have to go through this? Really? This is happening right now? I've got to pedal my happy ass up to the auto store and see what's up with this. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. Ah. You're kidding me. Alright, let's see how this bolt works. It's not flared or tapered, whatever you call that, at the end. It's not an exact match by any means. I probably have some in my nut and bolt assortment out back, but let's see how this works out for us. Okay, so I just got back from my bike ride, went to the auto store, got some bolts. This wasn't identical to what I had, but I got it through. It may or may not supposed. I think that's it. You know, I think that's it. It's on there nice and snug, which I like. Let me shut my door here. It's nice and snug. I like it. I didn't buy a ratchet, but I did just go ahead and grab my ratchet wrenches from out back. Those work much better. I'm making a mess. I always start with minimal tools, and then by the time I'm done with any project, I seem to have all these random tools lying around because I never start with what I need. So that's on there. It's just a different design casing. And these, I took those off for nothing. I thought my eyes deceived me. Those aren't even holding on the alternator. These are just brackets. I went through all that trouble, removed these things for no reason at all. Oh, this is where my needle nose come in handy. We all know the game of operation. Love these things. My hands aren't the most, my fingertips aren't the most nimble. So the old alternator only had one securement bolt, which to me is odd, but whatever. Now, question is, should I have done all of this first? Probably, but I'm a backwards kind of fellow. For sure. No, I'm good. The tab, where is it? Where is that? There it is. So that's still within reach. Let's go ahead and put that on there now. Which way does it go? See, silly me. I don't think first. I should have tested that before anything. But fortunately and luckily it does fit. I'll secure it up. I'm going to do this without that lock washer on there. I think that'll be sufficient. Got her back in, connected. Slap one of those on really quick. I'll touch that up, make it nicer later. But before it gets dark on me, I need to see if this runs. Got my timing belt on. Looks to be lined up pretty well. It's not rubbing on anything. The new bolt's in place. Let's reconnect our battery and see how I did. Nah. Strip. Clear. Everything's clear. And let's check. We look clear. Which, by the way, Chevy S10s supposedly have a funky ABS and brake light warning that is pretty tricky to get turned off. So it started fine. Lights come on properly. Oh yeah, I got more cranking power, more voltage too. Nice. Before the new alternator, my voltmeter, when idle, was reading, I don't know, 12. Something like that. Now, when idling, it's just above 14. Nice. I think we're good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at that belt spinning. It just looks like it's grabbing better. I like it. I like it. Now I gotta take that in and get my money back.